So in this video, we're going to do Chapter 7, Part 1 on terms, signs and instruments. So let's go. New instruments at grade 5. So at grade 4 we basically met 4 families, which were in the orchestra, string, woodwind, brass and percussion. There's mostly strings in the orchestra, and then there's percussion, brass, and small amount of woodwind. Here are the instruments that you need to know for grade 5. Some of the new ones are highlighted in red, which are harp, piccolo, corangla, tuba, bells, xylophone, marimba, glockenspiel, vibraphone, celesta, tambourine, castanets, tam-tam, and triangle. So, more about new instruments. So the harp plays from music arranged from 2 staves, like piano. They're plucked, and pedals or levers are used to change the pitch. The piccolo, a small type of flute, is in the treble clef, which is an octave higher than its written notes. Hoangla is known as English horn, very closely related to the oboe. It's used in the treble clef and as a transposing instrument. We'll look at that in more detail. Tuba, bell, xylophone, marimba, glockenspiel, vibraphone, celesta are in the percussion. Tambourine, castanet, tam-tam, and triangle are also, but they are in the indefinite pitch. Exercise 1. Okay, so circle the correct answer for each question. Okay, which instrument is a smaller relative of the flute? Well, if we know our instruments, we can go back to the piccolo. It's in the treble clef and it's woodwind, so this is piccolo. So this is the horn. To which instrument is the cor anglais related to? Well, the cor anglais is very related to the oboe. To which orchestral family does the harp belong to? Strings, obviously, because they're plucked. Quite obvious that one was. Which woodwind instrument uses a single reed? Well, you can hear here clarinet, obviously, so clarinet. For each instrument listed below, write D definite pitch or I indefinite pitch. To describe their sound, bass drum. That will be indefinite pitch. Triangle, indefinite pitch. Celchin, definite pitch. Castanet, indefinite pitch. Marimba, definite pitch. Side drum, indefinite pitch. Claxon, definite pitch. Tambourine, indefinite pitch. Timpani, definite pitch. And tam-tam. And tam-tam is indefinite pitch. So transposing instruments we discovered in chapter 3. Some are transposing. It makes the different in pitch from the notes written in their music. The notes written in their music are described as the written pitch, and the notes that I produce when they are played are described as the sounding pitch or concert pitch. The trumpet and clarinet are usually in B flat, sounding a major second lower. Another type of clarinet is clarinet A, sounds minor third lower. Horn and anglais are en fa, they sound a perfect fifth lower. Piccolo, an octave higher than written, and the double bass sounds an octave lower than written. All other instruments that we met so far are non-transposing. Exercise 3. For each instrument, tick one box to indicate whether it is a transposing or a non-transposing instrument. Okay. So we can see that the violin is a non-transposing instrument since it's not mentioned in any of these. Okay, cello. Is that? No, it's not mentioned. Flute. No, that is also non-transposing. Cor anglais. Sorry, clarinet. Is that in here? Oh yes, it's in B flat. The major second lower. Wow. Cor anglais. Yes, it's a perfect fifth lower. Basson. No, it's not mentioned. Horn, obviously. Cor anglais. Trumpet, yes. And timpani, no. It's no non-transparent. Okay, so voice types and their ranges. So if you're in a choir, chapel choir, something like that, any sort of choir, maybe in a church or at school, you probably used to soprano, mezzo soprano, alto, tenor, baritone, and bass. So these are all the additional voice types and their ranges. So soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, sometimes abbreviated as stub. This core extract shows there are 4 types of voices that are arranged across the staves in order of range from highest soprano to lowest bass. Okay, so the voice with the highest range is the alto. False. It is soprano. The mezzo soprano is lower in the range than soprano. True. Baritone is the voice with the lowest range. False. It's the bass. Bass is lower in range than the tenor. True. It's the lowest. The tenor is higher than in the range of the That's false. The baritone is higher in range than the bass. True. Okay. Well, if we... Oh no. Which clef is mostly commonly used by the viola? If you know your instruments, it is alto clef. Which of these is a percussion instrument? Well, it's obviously castan sentence, because this is a horn, string, string. So our elimination has to be castane. To which family does the piccolo belong? So the piccolo is related to the oboe, the flute, making it a woodwind. Which is the lowest sounding string instrument? Well, it's going to be the double bass, as it's in the name. It's 2 times bass. Which of these instruments might be played as pizzicato? Pizzicato. Pizzicato is like a so timpani. Which of these voices is higher in range than the alto? Soprano is the highest, so it's gotta be. You can test your knowledge. Here we can just, like, for example, the cor anglais. We could put it is at woodwind. Oh, yeah. It uses a treble clef, and it's transposing in F. Interesting fact. Okay, so that is chapter 7, Terms, Signs and Instruments, part 1.